Hey folks, Don DeRosa here. If you're new to my channel, this is a part of my channel where I take random questions from Facebook, the internet, wherever I get them, and I answer them because I think if one person has a question, others will too. And today's question is, what documents or what language needs to be told to a seller that if they file bankruptcy after you take it over subject to, that they shouldn't include it in the bankruptcy with the trustee. And you can put whatever language you want in there, but the truth of the matter is they can still do it. No matter what, you got to understand when you take over a property subject to the existing financing, you're taking over someone's existing debt. Now, yes, they are deeding over the property to you. You own the property. You can do with whatever you want, but they still own that debt. And that's not going to stop them from including that in the bankruptcy. Now, you can kind of strong arm them and put it in your contract saying you can't include it. But the easiest and the best way to combat that is to close it through either a title company or an attorney, because that'll be what we call a third party or an arm's length transaction. When you have an arm's length transaction, you can now go to the trustee or the bankruptcy judge and say, Your Honor, I bought this, or to the trustee, I bought this legitimately an arm's length transaction through a title company or through an attorney, and here's my paperwork. And what my experience has been is they will exclude that from the bankruptcy, the house. They may still charge off the debt for the homeowner, but they will exclude the house and allow you to keep the home. Now, that's a case-by-case basis for the trustee, and only the trustee can answer that question, but you have a much better chance if you have an arm's length transaction. And again, there's a lot of people out there being taught to do. In fact, when I first started this business, we did what we call tabletop closings, or we like to call them Waffle House closings, right? Close them at go to McDonald's, get them notarized, get all the signatures notarized, and you don't go through a title company or go through an attorney to close this. When you do that, you run the risk of someone filing bankruptcy after the fact, and the bankruptcy looking at your paperwork because it was done or because it wasn't done at an arm's length transaction. The judge or the trustee may look at that and go, yeah, this is something that was kind of wonky, and they will literally unwind that transaction and throw that into bankruptcy, which will kind of throw your whole deal into a mess. So my advice is you can put that in your contract and say, hey, if you decide to file bankruptcy at any point in the future, please do not include this because you do not own it anymore. But that won't stop them. The only thing that will be in your corner is if you do an arm's length transaction when you close it. So if I could give you any advice, don't just do what we call a Waffle House or a tabletop closing. You'll see a lot of people nowadays, they'll say, just sign the deed and go file the deed. Bad idea. For an extra few $100s to close it properly, you get the added benefit of an arm's length transaction where you have now someone, an attorney or title company, to work on your behalf saying, yes, this was a legitimate sale and it shouldn't be included. That is your only fighting chance. Otherwise, if you do a tabletop closing, you run the risk of them unwinding it. So hopefully that helped or answered some of your questions out there. If you like that, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and let me know. Put some comments down below. Let me know what you think, or if you'd like me to answer any other questions you may have. So until next time, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.